9 months ago, I was honoured to be elected leader by over 250,000 people of this wonderful party. That is, by the way, substantially more than the entire electorate that will have the right to pick the next Conservative Prime Minister this autumn. After the tumultuous events of the past week in Britain, including the vote in last week's referendum to leave the European Union, the need for us to unite around these values, to practice what we preach and be judged by the highest of standards is perhaps as great as it has ever been. So although I asked Shami to carry out her inquiry after some disturbing and very damaging incidents early this year, I believe that its findings and recommendations are of even more importance to our party, country and the wider world today. The report is out there for the whole world to read. Whatever your views on the outcome of the referendum campaign, and 2/3 of Labour supporters voted Remain, we need to reflect for a few moments on some of the hateful language used by some of the most prominent participants in it. Boris Johnson, current favourite to lead the Tory Party, compared Hitler's murderous tyranny with the European project created from its ashes, and questioned Barack Obama's motives because of his part Kenyan heritage. That was no dog whistle, that was a foghorn, a classic racist trope, casting doubt on someone's motivation because of their race. The Justice Secretary Michael Gove compared pro-Remain economists to Nazi collaborators, a startling example of the way in which the Nazi regime and the Holocaust can be minimised, trivialised or even forgotten by ill-judged comparisons. And Nigel Farage warned of mass sex attacks should the Remain campaign win, calling it the nuclear bomb of the Brexit campaign. Tactics of insult, division and fear never work. These are hateful comments, no question about that. Say what you like about me, I don't consider myself a hypocrite. When I look in the mirror, it is less for sartorial elegance than to examine what's in my own eye before pointing out the specks in others. I urge others in politics to do the same.